I think they bring him in there as a steady hand to really let Manuel grow. Manuel's the future. He's the upside, not Castle. So Manuel will be given every opportunity to win that job.
Clark, we'll talk about Ndamukong Suh in 1 second, but what the hell is going on in Philadelphia? Can you explain it?
Yeah, everything. I mean, they're turning that thing over. Chip Kelly's not happy with where they've been in 2 years. The first year they got to the playoffs, and they didn't do anything. And I think he wants to now basically say, I want to not only get to the playoffs, I want to go deep in the playoffs. I'm going to turn this thing over and return to a team that I'm more comfortable with. And so, Mark Sanchez, they signed him, but they gave him a lot of money. I mean, you look at that money they gave him, you think, could he be the starter? I don't know. I mean, I think Nick Foles is probably asking the same question. I think they're better off with Foles. Foles was turning the ball over a lot last year. The other question is, what are they going to do with the they maneuver to get it or not? I don't know. But letting go of McCoy, I think what he's telling you there, he wasn't happy with McCoy, and he thinks he can win with another running back being there. There's some rumors that Frank Gore might come in there. He's an old guy. I would rather have LeSean McCoy, but he wants to rebuild that defense. Listen, they had a good offense. They had a very good offense. But where to get them? Nowhere. Defense is what killed them. They're bringing in Kiko Alonso. You saw him in Buffalo 2 years ago. He could be a premier player. He's a young guy, so only has familiarity with the head coach. The Macklin deal, he just somebody who's going to cost him too much money. Do I think they need Macklin? Yeah, I do. But they're talking about bringing in Andre Johnson, a guy who's going to turn 34. Again, I'd rather have Macklin, but at the right price.
Yeah, and to further your point, LeSean McCoy and Jeremy Macklin combined for 42% rather of the Eagles' yards from scrimmage last week. Those are big holes to fill. Huge
holes. But again, I think Kelly looks at it and says, where did he get me? He didn't get me to the playoffs, didn't get me deep in the playoffs, didn't get me to where I wanted to go. I can replace those guys. I know that because I think that's Kelly's confidence in himself.
Thanks for your time. Clark Judge, real quick, wanted to ask you one more question. How monstrous, and Chris Mortensen said it yesterday, the staggering deal given to Ndamukong Suh to go to Miami.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. It'll make him the highest defensive paid player in the NFL. J.J. Watt had been, I think, at $16.9 million a year as an average. This one's going to get up close to, I think, $19 million. Those are the reports. That's staggering. He is the best free agent on the market, but I'd be careful. Keep in mind what happened when Albert Hainsworth came out as the most attractive free agent. He was the defensive tackle.
Washington.
7 years, $100 million. Didn't work out.
No kidding. Yeah, there's lots of downside there, too. He had $420,000 in fines over the past 5 years, so he's going to need the money. Listen, thanks for your time. Clark Judge, NFL Insider, Talk of Fame Radio Network. Really appreciate your time. Hopefully we can do this on a regular basis.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, man. 740. Coming up very shortly, Grapeline with Don Cherry and Brian Williams. Don and Brian talk about Saturday's ugly leaf loss. Time for Sportsnet 590 traffic. Here's Selena Balka.
Hey, good morning. Just got off the phone with a traffic spotter like literally 2 seconds ago talking about the eastbound 401. Heavy from the 407 to east of Winston Churchill because of that collision in the left lane. And emergency crews are there on the scene tending to that. Northbound 400 approaching Langstaff and the Collective to Express transfers. Motorists are managing to squeeze by on the shoulder, so it's not a huge issue. No big delays through there as far as I can see. Off the highway, southbound Highway 27 approaching Rutherford. Problems had blocked the highway. Now they're on the shoulder. We also had traffic light issues at McCowan and Ellesmere, so treat it as an always stop. From the 680 News Traffic Center, I'm Helena Balka.
Trending now on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. The Thunder top the Raptors. The Bills and McCoy agree to a 5-year extension. And Leafs Islanders tonight at 7:30. Hear that, Kadri? I said 7:30. It's all trending now on C1 Bell and Company. Sportsnet.